those commutes are actually going to look like this. Things have started to even out a little bit more, which is great news, especially as we do kick things off on the Zakum and the Lever Connector. Yes, you do have some pockets of traffic out there. So eventually it's going to start to cause a little bit more of that congestion, and drive times are going to change too. So just be prepared and give yourself extra time. We are incident free though. No breakdowns or crashes, especially inside the O'Neill. As you are moving in the opposite direction, same thing. Definitely a little bit quieter out there. 93. If you're traveling in places like Somerville and Medford, will definitely be a little bit slower as well. The expressway, roughly that same situation too. Freeport Street and Columbia Road has now started to fill in a little bit more of that activity too as you're traveling south. But I'd say roughly about 25 to 30 minutes here. Good morning right now as you are heading out the door. Some areas starting to fill in a little bit more, some more congestion out there. We are talking about Route 1 in Saugus. In particular, as you are traveling southbound, we are incident free, but we're just starting to see more of that buildup as you are navigating that commute. An extra 10 or so minutes. As you get closer to the city, places like Chelsea and Revere might also start to see some buildup out there too, so just be prepared. As you saw though, the opposite direction, eventually hopping on to 128, still going to be fairly decent. And speaking of that commute right outside of BU, lovely. The Pike is looking fantastic in both directions right now, not seeing any major impact at all. 93 and the expressway, as you can tell, are going to be your slowest commutes. We're sitting at about a half an hour to 40 minutes. The entirety of that commute is going to look like this. I do expect.
And from Germany, making history high in the sky.
This is an interesting one. They just completed the highest slackline walk ever. It stresses me out.
Glad they got a parachute.
Right.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is for like a records book. Is this for Guinness?
I don't know.
You know
Something
what I mean?
like that. I always wondered how they practice, but I guess they practice like between trees, real close to the ground.
I'm sure they have some bumps and bruises along the way.
Oh, definitely. Well, next on the news.